Ever had the feeling that you're not meant to be here? That you've experienced everything before and nothing is truly new? Today, we'll look at 9 subtle signs that can indicate you nearing the completion of your final life cycle. Have you ever delved deep into your soul and questioned your place in the grand tapestry of existence? Have you ever felt like a solitary thread detached from the cosmic fabric that binds all things? You're not alone in pondering these existential queries. Renowned figures like Edgar Cayce, the gifted intuitive, have dedicated their lives to unraveling the intricate mysteries of the soul's journey. Through thousands of documented readings, Cayce described the soul's path as a cyclic process, involving numerous lifetimes aimed at growth and understanding. However, according to Cayce, there comes a point when the soul successfully completes its earthly lessons and graduates from the cycle of rebirth, embarking on a different kind of existence. But how can one truly know when they among the select few souls who are nearing the culmination of their earthly existence? Fear not, for the universe provides subtle yet meaningful signs to guide us on this introspective journey. Welcome to our channel, where we dive into the deepest mysteries of consciousness, the intricacies of human potential, and the vast expanse of spiritual life. Join us in exploring the profound depths of your being and uncover the limitless possibilities that await you on your path to enlightenment. Sin No. 1. Feeling like a visitor. Imagine for a moment that you're not just passively living your life, but actively observing it from a detached perspective. Picture yourself as an impartial witness, keenly aware of every fleeting moment, thought, and emotion, yet not entangled in their throes. You find yourself fully immersed in the everyday aspects of life, nurturing relationships, pursuing aspirations, and engaging with the world around you. Yet there's an undeniable feeling that you're not entirely a part of this earthly realm. You're witnessing it all as if from a distance, almost as if you're looking back at your own life as if it were someone else's. This is not a dismissive detachment or a lack of concern, but a profound realization that the material world is not the ultimate reality. While others passionately strive for recognition, financial gain, or societal status, you recognize that these are transient pursuits, essential to the human experience, but ultimately inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Sin number 2. Profound déjà vu. Now close your eyes and picture this. You're going about your daily life, seemingly unaware of the deeper currents that run beneath the surface. Suddenly, you experience a profound déjà vu, a feeling of having already lived this very moment. But this is not a fleeting sense of familiarity, it's an intense, almost overwhelming conviction that you've been here before. You know with absolute certainty how conversations will unfold before they happen, where you'll be at a specific time, and even the outcome of certain situations. It's as though you're reliving life itself, not just isolated moments. This uncanny precognition is not a product of coincidence, but an indication that the boundaries between your various incarnations are starting to blur, allowing glimpses of your past lives to shine through. Some quantum physicists have even proposed models suggesting that time is not linear, but rather a field of simultaneous possibilities. If true, it means your past lives are not truly past, but happening concurrently. Your consciousness is simply focused on this particular expression. As you near the completion of your final cycle, that focus begins to dissolve. Sin No. 3. Peace with mortality. Now, consider your relationship with the inevitable. While most people instinctively fear death, seeing it as a dreaded end, you feel an inexplicable peace in the face of mortality. Unlike the paralyzing terror that grips many, you experience a tranquil acceptance of death, acknowledging it as just another phase in the cycle of existence. This isn't a morbid fascination, but a profound inner knowing, that physical transition is merely a doorway to something beyond. Cases readings suggest that souls nearing their final cycle carry subconscious memories of previous deaths, not as traumatic endings, but as transitions between states of being. This gradual fading of fear transforms your perspective on life. When the anxiety of death no longer dictates your choices, you're free to engage with each moment for its inherent value. Sign number 4. Meaningful. Let's take a moment to observe the synchronicities that dot your life. Have you noticed patterns and coincidences that defy mere chance? Perhaps you've been thinking of someone and they contact you shortly after. Or maybe you needed specific information that mysteriously appeared right when you needed it. You might have even found yourself in the right place at the right time and again. These are not random occurrences, but meaningful signs that your consciousness is evolving and connecting with a deeper current of existence. According to Case, this alignment is a sign that you're entering your final cycle, during which souls develop what he termed co-creative awareness. This means you have the ability to shape your reality through intention, rather than just reacting to circumstances. Sin no. 5. Freedom from desire. Now, let's examine your relationship with desire. Do you find yourself unmoved by the relentless seeking that drives so many? While most people are perpetually yearning for more, whether it's wealth, achievement, validation, or pleasure, you feel a deep sense of completion within. This isn't apathy or resignation, but a tranquil recognition that what you truly seek is already within your grasp. According to Case, the cycle of reincarnation continues primarily through attachment. Desires, aversions, and unresolved experiences create energetic bonds that draw consciousness back into physical expression. As these attachments naturally dissolve, so does the force that compels you to seek them. This realization doesn't make your life purposeless. Quite the contrary. Freed from the restless seeking that defines much of human existence, you're free to act from authentic presence, rather than trying to compensate for perceived incompleteness. Sin no. 6. Seeing beyond the physical. Now let's shift our focus to your perception of reality. Do you sometimes feel as though you're seeing beyond the surface of things? Have you ever questioned the nature of your perceptions and how they shape your experience of the world? According to Case, this intuition is a sign that you're nearing the completion of your final cycle. You're beginning to see that physical reality is not the foundational truth, but a projection or expression of something more fundamental. This veil-thinning experience might manifest subtly, perhaps by noticing how your perceptions shape your reality. Or you might have moments when you recognize that your senses only capture a tiny fraction of what is available. In these moments, the solidity of your surroundings gives way to an understanding that everything you perceive is energy in constant flux, interpreted through the limited filters of your sensory apparatus. Sin no. 7. Identity as a temporary construct. Now, let's delve into your sense of identity. Do you sometimes feel as though your sense of self extends far beyond your physical form? Have you ever pondered the nature of your identity and how it shapes your sense of self? According to Case, as a soul approaches its final cycle, it naturally begins accessing a state of awareness that goes beyond personal identity. In this superconscious state, individual selfhood dissolves into universal consciousness, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. This isn't self-negation, but expansion. A recognition that what you truly are extends far beyond the boundaries of name, form, history, and personality. Sign no. 8. Universal empathy. Next, consider your capacity for empathy. Do you find yourself deeply moved by the experiences of all living beings? Have you ever felt a profound connection with animals, plants, or even inanimate objects? According to Case, souls in their final incarnation develop what he termed cosmic consciousness. This state of awareness recognizes that all life is an expression of a unified field, rather than separate entities. In this perspective, the suffering of others becomes as immediate as your own, making service a natural expression rather than a moral obligation. Conventional boundaries between species, kingdoms, and even the living and non-living world begin to dissolve in your perception. Sin No. 9. Liberation from patterns. Finally, let's explore the patterns in your life. Have you noticed any repetitive cycles in your relationships, behaviors, or thoughts? Perhaps you've recently found yourself naturally growing out of long-standing compulsions, addictions, or limiting beliefs that once defined your experience. According to Case, as a soul completes its final cycle, it experiences karmic completion. This means that learning patterns that have persisted across multiple lifetimes come to natural conclusion. This doesn't manifest as perfect behavior, but as a fundamentally different relationship with imperfection. Rather than remaining trapped in repetitive struggles, you move through challenges with increasing fluidity. Learning occurs with remarkable efficiency without the stubborn resistance that characterized earlier developmental stages. You might notice familiar triggers no longer producing habitual responses. Relationships naturally transforming without the power struggles of the past, or long-standing fears dissolving without conscious intervention. In essence, these signs point towards a profound integration taking place within your being, not as a dramatic transformation, but as a gentle